Okay. I got cast in Quinn's next movie. I'm sorry, I know New Zealand is a sore subject for you after 6 Below Zero.
It hurts less now.
I was like 20 different people before East High, and now I'm just Gina. In this like $100 million Romeo and Juliet movie. It's based on a play. This is amazing. Ashlyn, you have taught me that I'm the only person who gets to define who I am. Elsa, strength came from being fearless, but I've realized that it comes from overcoming fear. The best fashionista ever. The funniest person I've ever met. No matter what happens tomorrow or the day after that, we just keep on dancing. If a dog were in human form, it would be you.
Total golden retriever vibes.
The way you see the world is just so pure and red. Welcome back from Egypt. You unconditionally love people in the way you've always been there for Ricky. Jet, I think if anyone could give me a run for my money when it comes to the intimidation thing, it's probably you. And if you don't ask Courtney out before she, graduates, you're losing.
I love how it feels like we're almost breaking character.
It has been such an honor getting to see you grow. And EJ, you have taught me so much about myself. Yes, I do not get things right the first time, but thank goodness we can laugh about that now. Super pissed at you for not casting me as Gabriella. It's about creating something you love with the people you love. My mom wasn't here last semester, but you were. Oh, this one's gonna kill me.
Ricky.
I tried really hard to act like I didn't care what anyone thought of me. I've always been so scared that if people really know me, they won't like what they see. The parts I did see, I didn't know if I really liked either. But with you, I feel so seen, so known.
Oh.
Gina, wow, I'm supposed to do the movie too. And I didn't, God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm such a mess. I said too much. Does anyone else want to say something?
Never forget, tonight or any night, take the girl out of Salt Lake. But you can't take Salt Lake out of the girl.
They don't get a last kiss?
I didn't say I love you. Where's that electric guitar?
Signed their contracts in front of the entire world because transparency matters. Our Juliet.
I'm sorry, there's 22 minutes left. I need to blow my nose.
Now,
Good.
I would like to introduce you to our Juliet.
Oh, that was rough. Oh my god, she looks so amazing in that freaking dress.
Be bold. Let's make some headlines tonight.
She's always bold.
Never personally live streamed before because why the hell am I paying 7 people to run my socials, am I right? Weirdly tall high school senior from Utah who's actually super talented and has an incredible girlfriend.
We are not missing this.
Purple boots, I love it.
Leave Romeo and Juliet before I was even announced in it. Bam,
coming
we're
back.
rebooting Mark and Spark and we're shooting it like a mockumentary. Thank you.
And
Her family.
I honestly can't wait to read the play, which I hear is incredible. Is because of the people here at East High.
Am I too late?
One last time.
Am I too late?
Never.
I've been wishing on a falling star for too long. Sacred kind of home. I'm alive and I know.
Shut up.
This is so much more than puppy love. So I'll say it first no matter what the cost.
Everybody's gonna love this. Yup. Gonna eat this up.
I wanna finish what we started.
Oh, he got that bit on it. Of course he got that bit on it.
No, won't ever take it back. Forever after that, I wanna finish.
I really hope everyone else is crying as much as I am.
This I love you feels a lot like high school.
And forever after that.
Perfect! I loved it.
Thank you. This was the plan
It's like,
the whole
yup,
time.
it was totally my
You know,
idea. Well, you told her
Utah
to be bold, so.
is a beautiful and
She comes with some
surprising
baggage.
Do you still have that hat from Thanksgiving?
Of course.
Literally on me? It's my favorite hat.
Check under the tag.
Say I love you.
If you are reading this, I love you too, Ricky. Has this been there all along?
Just like me. You actually missed a lot. The people who taught me how to love, even when it hurt. Thank you, Quinn,
Oh.
for agreeing at the last minute to shoot Romeo and Juliet here in Salt Lake City.
That's our girl. Bold Gina. Sorry.
I already have my dream role, EJ. It was always this.
It was.
Well, it finally paid to be late.
I'm not going anywhere.
Hey,
Oh, forehead kisses
stunt you
are the
pulled back
best.
there? More of that as Juliet.
Time in my schedule to do my spring musical.
I could probably learn a thing or two from that teacher of yours. Hey, Maddox, you still PAing this thing?
Great. Took guts. What you did back there.
Thank you.
Come through my front door next time.
Benny the boy band member never got to play New Zealand.
What? Oh, no. No, I couldn't.
Couldn't we?
We? Oh, finally.
Please, God, yes.
Classic
Just
EJ.
take my dad out of the equation.
Yay!
Okay, so we've got a stretch limo, and I'm wearing a $15,000 gown.
What do theater kids do
Oh my
after opening
God.
night of their high school musical?
I have an idea.
Because we're so close to the end. 10 minutes. That's when Lee turns off the light.
Don't need a king.
I
got my crown.
I
built this heart. It's beating loud. Keep flying higher.
Fight like a fighter.
I was born to be brave.
I love this so much. Wow, where are we going? What's going on? Denny's.
Now run this show way up here and the view is gone. 'Cause I was.
No, that's it. Guys, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. You're all like, God damn it, Jess, why the hell did you have to do that spin? Oh my god. Oh my god. What is it? Oh. I'm gonna start crying again.
People come into our lives for a reason. We are led
I love that we get to
to
hear Miss
those
Jen
who
sing.
help us most to grow. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true. Who can say if I've been changed for the better?
She got to sing her Wicked after all.
So much of me is made from what I've learned from you.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I ask forgiveness for the things I've done.
Every single one of their voices is just so unique.
Like a ship
As it passes a soldier halfway through the woods.
I've been changed for the better.
I have been changed for the better.
Because I knew you.
Because I knew you.
I have been changed.
Oh, that was so good. That was perfect. I still have the makeup is from the freaking hippie costume is still running off my face. Oh man. Ooh, I knew I was gonna cry, but I honestly didn't think I was gonna cry like that. That was like, whew, there's a lot happening in here. Everybody collect themselves. No, I wasn't the only one crying. All right. There you have it. The series finale for High School Musical, the musical, the series, season 4, episode 8, Born to be Brave. That was perfect. I legitimately could not ask for a better ending. I don't know what they could have done differently that would have me feeling better than I do right now. It is extremely difficult to end a show where these characters have been in our lives for so long, through ups and downs, happy times, bad times, you know, just relatable moments, and seeing ourselves through them or in them. These characters feel like real people to us because we see ourselves and real people within them. You want to see happy endings for everybody, right? And I feel like we pretty much got that with everyone. Miss Jen has Mr. Mazzara rip the Wicked offer in half because this is where she's supposed to be. She will get gratification from going out every night and singing her heart out and being that personality that beams on stage that we know she has. And she would have a blast and she would love it. But she won't get the same feeling from doing this. Doing things like this. Looking at these kids and knowing that she has touched every single one of them in ways that other people can't. Gina literally says in her speech, my mom wasn't there last year, but you were. Ricky says to her, I love you. These kids have such a relationship with her that it is just so unique to the type of person that she is. Not everybody can be a teacher. Miss Jen is the teacher. So I get why she rips it in half. And I think that she's fine with that decision. I love it. I love that her and Mr. Mazzara are confirmed a thing. I love Jen and Mazzy. I liked Jen and Mike, but my heart was always with Mr. Mazzara. And I always found them as endgame. I just thought they're so cute together because of the journey that they've had together. Like the where they started. Just thinking about the time Mr. Mazzara like popped his head in the door and she's like, ah! They all screamed. Where he started like hating these kids and hating Miss Jen and just being so annoyed with them. He literally says in this episode, I think Gina says like, you're doing a great job with the soundboard, and he's like, yeah, it's a real pleasure to turn you guys down for once or something, or to silence you guys. I just love the dynamic between the two of them. Mazio is stone cold serious, and Miss Jen just like a little butterfly popping around. I just love the fact that they got together, so that was fantastic. Emmy gets her family. She gets to stay here at East High with the drama department. And wait, it just occurred to me, how are we still gonna have the drama department? Because they never really addressed that. I guess we'll worry about that. We'll pretend everything's fine and they saved it because they always come through. They're all wildcats, but technically they never said that. Like that's the whole reason they're in the gym, is because Quinn took over the auditorium and they still didn't have funding from the school. They got it from the salaries. So yeah, we're just gonna makeshift a plan in our head that they saved it because they're wildcats and they can do that. So Emmy gets her family through the drama department, gets to be taught by Miss Jen. I thought that was really cute too. We have Danny like, I want you to be my teacher, and Emmy like, I want you I want to be in your class. I already recommended you to people. And because that was Jet's concern too, is that they came here for, again, the drama department. And so now they all get to reap the benefits of Miss Jen, and Miss Jen is something special, as we know. We have the conversation with Maddox and Ashlyn that was beautifully done. Maddox accidentally outs the crush that she has on Ashlyn, unknowingly having her standing behind her, and Jet's just like, read the damn balloons. I loved that twist. This show always has really good twists and turns in regards to things like that, and I loved that twist of it, of where it's Madison, these balloons aren't for you, give them to Ashlyn, because the way that you talk about her is the way that someone talks about someone they're falling for. I love that, because it's closure for that area of her life, and it's opening the door up to this with Ashlyn. We have a beautiful kiss, and it's great. Awesome conversation with Monique, really setting in stone where she wants to go in life and the path that she wants to take. Kind of sees that through with Jet when she says, Lewis, oh my god, like that is my happy place. Yes, I think I just made my decision. We have Gina calling them out like, Jet, if you don't ask Courtney on a date, you're what did she say, you're losing, you're missing out. So I loved that. That was great. We know that Courtney's gonna be happy where she goes. EJ kind of like hinting at maybe he's gonna become a teacher, you know, maybe he's gonna do this. He loves being here. We got to see EJ on stage, which was awesome. I knew that when they said they needed a Coach Bolton, it had to have been EJ. Like, who else would they have done? And it was just awesome to get him. I didn't realize like how much of EJ we were going to get in this season, and I think it was done perfectly, and I loved it. I thought it was great. It was more than I expected. And so yeah, I think him being like an assistant drama teacher or teacher of any sort, I think he gives great advice. I think he has matured to a level of just wonderfulness from where he started. So yeah, I would love to see that for him. I love that we get Big Red kind of calling Ricky out on himself. You scared me because you are so hard on yourself. You don't give yourself enough credit. You are awesome. I love you. I love Ricky saying I love you to Miss Jen and I love you to Biggie, stating that I'm trying to say that to people more now, because that is something that I feel like we take for granted. So cliche and cheesy. Like, I love you. It's simple, right? But we don't say that enough. People don't say that enough. People around you that you love need to hear that, because you don't know how many chances you're gonna get to say that to them. So don't use it lightly. Don't use it loosely. Say it because you're there and you can. And so I just loved how Ricky's grown so freaking much. Carlos, and just being so happy Carlos again. It just depressed me so much to see him so sad in the first half of this, upset that Seb's fighting with him, feeling like he lost his person, he lost part of himself. Now their kiss is going viral, and they're gonna go on a Housewives tour, and it's absolutely wonderful, and they're happy together. Seb, same situation, likewise of, you know, people, we make mistakes, we are only human. It was a kiss. We all seem to have come to terms with the fact that that happened. Biggie even says to them, like, you guys deserve this, and they seem okay, and we have Seb's smile. So I'm glad that we are growing enough to mature past these difficult situations that normally would ruin us and destroy our lives and just end us in a spiral. But no, we're talking about them, we're processing them, we're moving past them, and we're moving forward. I love that. Love the conversation with Ricky and Mac, where you can see that nobody has ever talked to Mac in this kind of a way before. No one has genuinely said, good job. It's just, good job, because you're famous and you're a star and you're good. Good job. Ricky's like, no, man, I was pissed. You were so good. I hate watch this show. I wish there were 38 more episodes of it. Like, this is my favorite episode, which ends up being the episode that was Mac's idea. And I think it's awesome that Ricky unknowingly, I'm sure he'll, again, things that happen in the future that we can just make up in our minds. Ricky's obviously going to find out about this because he's going to see the live stream that Mac did, but Ricky unknowingly inspiring Mac to just go out there and say what he wants and not put this kind of fake persona on that stage. Just be himself. We're rebooting the show. It's gonna be a mockumentary, and just being being so kind and so sweet to Ricky in regards to the Gina situation. Because, like, the crush that Mac had on Gina, I mean, first of all, let's be honest, who wouldn't crush on Gina? She's amazing. She's perfect. She has faults like a human does, but she's absolutely beautiful. She's smart and she's extremely talented. So who wouldn't crush on Gina? But you could see that it was just a crush. Mac didn't really know her, you know? He doesn't have the history that Ricky and Gina have. And so I think it kind of set him back a little when he saw just like how unconditionally Ricky cared about her. Just take care of her, be good to her. You know, it was just like, wow, like someone can passionately and truly love somebody that deeply to where they could let them go just for the sake of them being happy, even if it made them sad. It really opened his eyes up to living a little bit more, I feel. I didn't think I was gonna go that deep into Mac, but it is what it is. Gina's speech, holy crap. We get this amazingly heart-wrenching speech from Gina. Miss Jen's like, you know, she's gonna come in here, she's gonna tell you guys something. She didn't want to ruin your night, so just like, you know, smile. She's gonna come in looking like a movie star. First off, that freaking dress. Oh my god. When she held it up against her, I was like, that is absolutely gorgeous. But on her, it looked even more incredible. She looked like a princess. And just to have her come in, it's like this new reinvented Gina that she has grown to be, that is just so empowering and positive and strong-willed, and I'm just so proud of her to be excelling in this beautiful, amazing role, this special role that is going to launch her career into stardom. She deserves it. And to just see how modest she is about it and thanking everybody. She goes around the room and says something about every single person. And the thing that I really loved most about this scene is, I mentioned it during the reaction, it felt like she kept breaking character, but they always stayed in character. And even the people that she was talking to, whoever it was breaking character to a certain extent, because you can see that this is like really stuff that they're saying to each other, because they know it's going to be the last time that they're with each other. They know that it's going to be the end. It's the end of the show. So when Gina says, Sophia Wiley says, I love you because of your big heart, she's really saying that to that person. You inspire me to be a better me. She's really saying that to her co-stars because she's spent so much time with them, years with them, and have grown and evolved with them. Some of these people didn't even have a career before they started this. And so it's just so incredible to see how meaningful these relationships truly are between the actual actors shining through their characters. Again, just the cute adorableness of it. Like the way she was crying, that wasn't her trying to cry for a part. She was crying. Everybody, the emotions that they showed were just so beautiful. But I think Courtney especially, like if you go back and look, the way she's crying, you can see she's like smiling big and trying so hard not to lose it that her lips are like literally shaking and just like tears pouring down because they all love each other so much. And again, it's so genuine what they're saying to each other. It was so beautiful and it was so amazing. I don't want to miss anything because I always like go back and I'm like, oh my god, I missed this. We didn't see the boys are back, but that's okay. We kind of heard it. The songs, of course, were absolutely amazing and beautiful. EJ was phenomenal as Coach Bolton. Mr. Mazzy was good, but EJ was great. I love that they oh my god, see, this is why I do this. How the fudge could I forget about Anton?
My name is Andy, and I'm a method actor. And I am...
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, where the hell did they come up with this idea to have Antoine there? But as I said at the end of the last reaction, it made sense. It made sense because it did pull the story for Ashlyn through because it scared Maddox, yada, yada, yada. But to make it even better, as if that wasn't good enough, we bring it full circle to the chocolates were for you. Piggy, the chocolates are for you. My name is Andy. I'm a method actor. I'm not French. It's just so freaking ridiculous. I absolutely loved it. And then Biggie's just like plays it cool. He's like, I'll call you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That was something that, again, I was not excited. I'm like, oh, cool. Anton's there, like, clapping in the back. He just stayed. He stayed because he was working up the courage to talk to Biggie. Freaking brilliant. Like, absolutely brilliant. The jump that they did at the end of High School Musical, the classic jump, was so beautiful. Oh, God, we gotta go past that one fast because it's so sad. All right, so then we'll do Ricky's song. We end it with Ricky's song. And I think it's really cute, again, how we involve everybody because EJ's like, you still have that electric guitar? Go get that guitar and sing to that girl and tell her you love her because this is your chance. You got to do it. And again, it's the way that it's done. Like he mentions, he's like, the last time I asked a girl to stay, it didn't go over so well. But it was also the way that you approached it, Ricky. It wasn't a very good situation. The way that you said it was a little condescending and a little like attacky, and this is beautiful is what this is. This is absolutely beautiful. He comes in, he sings this amazing song. I'm over here like his parents are telling him write a song to tell Gina that you love her, and I'm like, he can't come up with a song like that. It's Ricky Bone, of course he can. So he makes this beautiful, amazing song with all these references, the puppy love, and it's just, oh, it's the auditorium, the hallway. I love it. I love it so much. It's all of their memories wrapped into one, and him saying I love you. He incorporates everybody else, of course, and they sing and they're a part of it, and it sounds so beautiful. And I just love that we also, at the end of everything, don't have Gina's decision being impacted by this situation because she had already made her decision. She's like, Ricky, you missed something. And we see that the time that they took to show us having Ricky run down the hall, she said, well, we're gonna be shooting in Salt Lake. It's not gonna be, far away anymore. It's gonna be in Salt Lake. And she says it in front of everybody, so everybody reports it. It's now known. Quinn's just like, oh my God, but she's not gonna say no. Gina's her star. And it's perfect. Absolutely perfect, because now she gets to stay here with Ricky. Maddox gets to stay with Ashlyn. We have everybody, she says, alongside my castmates. So I don't know if that means she wants to incorporate them into the movie, if that's gonna happen, but regardless, she's alongside them now. She gets time for the spring musical, as does Maddox. So Quinn is understanding. She even says, I learned something from that teacher of yours. And she's more understanding, and it tells us that in the future this is gonna go a lot smoother than High School Musical 4 because she gets to be a student, she gets to do her thing, and she gets to be happy where she is at home. We have the mom apologizing to Ricky, saying you can come through my front door next time, because she finally gets it. Finally gets it and can see that they're actually in love. Like, this isn't just like puppy dog high school love. Like, it's real love. And I thought that was beautiful. And then my favorite is, again, these little twists and turns that they just do to take us by surprise. She says, do you have the hat? And he's like, literally on me, which is so cute because we saw him earlier with it. Look at the tag, and underneath the tag, it says, if you're looking at this, I love you too, Ricky. Which means that he says, was this in there the whole time? And she says, or has this been here the whole time? She says, yes, just like me. My God. It all comes full circle. Yes, just like me. Like, I've always felt like this about you. You've always been my number one forever, for the longest time. But to be validated in her feelings and know that he finally feels the same way truly and authentically, she can now confess that to him. Like, yes, it's always been you. You're the reason I signed up for the play. I stitched this in the hat years ago. It's always been you. And I thought that was absolutely beautiful. And then I think we just have the songs at the end, right? That moment was cool too. I loved this moment at the end here with everybody.
And I'm wearing a $15,000 gown.
So?
I love this moment at the end here with EJ yelling out, finally. It's so EJ. Always interrupting and saying things out loud. We have the Seb coming in and being like, my dad's known ever since I was 2 and I cried over the pig that we slaughtered. It's just like authenticness from the characters from that we know and love from season 1. It was awesome. We get them all just being happy together. That's all I wanted at the end of it, right? Like everybody just being together and being happy. The episode is called Born to be Brave. We all run to that limo with Ricky looking one last time at the school that's given him everything. And they get in the limo and they all sing Born to be Brave. Love that song. How many times have I said it? I even said it at the beginning of this reaction. Hands down, best song in the whole freaking show. I love it. So we have all of them singing together, just jamming out, having the time of their lives. And then you think it's over, but it ain't over yet. We have a Wicked song, Because I Knew You. That song is just so incredible. It's one of those songs that gives me goosebumps, like every time I hear it, and it's just so beautiful and so heartwarming. And the tie-in of Miss Jen being offered the Wicked position and being able to sing her Wicked song is also great. But you just get this amazingly unique moment of all of them around the piano, Seb playing, them singing, each being showcased in their own way. That's the other thing I mentioned in the reaction I've mentioned throughout the series. Every single person on this show has such a unique voice. Not any of them sound alike. They coincide very well. They harmonize beautifully. They can all sing together and make it work, but they can also all be showcased individually perfectly. It is so unique in the way that they're just different. Like Maddox has this like low but a bit like jazzy kind of feel to her, and Gina has this bit of a raspy sometimes kind of pitch to her. Ricky is just a high octave that is extremely difficult to hit some of the notes that he hits. Just every single one of them is so unique in the way that they sing these songs. So to hear each one of them showcased in that song was beautiful. And of course, in addition to that, Miss Jen. We rarely get to hear Miss Jen sing. We've only heard her sing a few times. So to have her sing is great. And again, just look at them looking at each other. Miss Jen truly singing Because I Knew You. I thought that was wonderful. It's kind of cute that we have her walking past her actual chair with her name on it and going into this room with everybody singing at the piano, because I feel like we had our moments with the characters, and I feel like with this now they're giving us our moment with the actors. It's like, here's the characters, the show ends, there's your ending, but now here's our goodbye to you. And I just love that. And I'm gonna start crying again, so I'm gonna stop. I absolutely loved this finale. I thought it was fantastic. Again, I really can't think of anything that I would change. I'm gonna be honest. I really, really can't. As the series overall, fantastic. I will say that in the beginning, it was making me a little nervous with some things. Like, again, the certain decisions, like I said at the very beginning, like certain things that Gina was doing, I'm like, I don't know if I necessarily see her doing that. Seb, I don't know if I necessarily see him cheating. But I think, like, the whole point of it was for them to surprise us. You know, like, this is the last season. They're growing up. They're changing and evolving into different people. They're going to do different things. I mean, look at how many times they cursed throughout the whole season where they're bleeping it out. Antoine, this is my middle finger. Like, They didn't do that in the previous seasons. Maybe once in one of the seasons they bleeped out a curse, but overall, no, like they didn't get much of that. All the cameos I absolutely love, down to we even get Buckle Up Wildcats. That was hysterical. We find out that her and Steph dated. Like certain things that just were so surprising. It was so great. I thought that the season just kept getting better and better, to be honest with you. Like I'll say this, the second half, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Like, really, it makes it really difficult for me to pick and choose where I would put them all. It's really hard because it was so good. I think that I'm always going to love the first season because it's the first season. So it's like, how do you not love the first season the most? It's really hard. It's a really hard choice. I try to think like, what season, if I go back, what would I rewatch? They're also rewatchable too. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, this is gonna be a very easy rewatch because it's so fun to see where the characters are now. But again, it's like, it's difficult to pick a favorite. I still absolutely love the first season because it's the first season, and I absolutely love the last season because it's the last season. And I really do, I'm sorry, I still love 2 over 3. I still love season 2 over 3. I know a lot of people are always like, how do you love 2 over 3? I did not like 3. I did not like what they did with the characters. I feel like it was rushed. It was cheap. I didn't like a lot of things. I had a lot of fun with it still, but I did not like a lot of things. And 2, I'm a huge Beauty and the Beast fan. Belle is my favorite princess. Beauty and the Beast is like my Disney staple that I grew up on. Like, literally, I'm not even kidding you. This is my wristlet. It's sitting in front of me. Like, I love Beauty and the Beast. So, I didn't even plan that. That just, I threw my stuff there. I love Beauty and the Beast. So, just to hear all the songs in season 2 was great. But yeah, it's hard to choose. It was perfect. I loved it. But at the first half, like I said, the second half, perfect. The first half was very good, and it was very exciting because it had that OG High School Musical feeling. We got to see all the older actors, and it was getting us into the mode of everything, and it was good. But there were some things where, like, I was just talking to someone on Patreon about episode 4, where we're like, why was the pumpkin there? Like, why the heck was that guy there? It didn't progress the story. It made no sense. I was like, they should have almost had, like, it was a Halloween episode. It was spooky. Maddox was supposed to be pulling pranks. So it would have been funny if they just, like, never told us who the pumpkin was. And they were like, guys, like, who was the pumpkin? It was just, like, a creepy pumpkin, like, walking down the street or something, you know? Like, ghostly, spooky, Halloween. But, like, it was the guy from last year that was just, like, creepily staring at Seb that didn't come back. Like, he didn't even come back at the end of the season. But, like, just, like, little things like that. I was just like, what? Like, it was weird, but it was still fun. The first half was still really, really fun. It's just, I loved the second half. And I know because I got up so early to do this show. And I was loving it, but I was really tired. And then I hit, like, episode 5. And I was, like, awakened. Like, I have to go to bed. I have to leave. I have to stop talking. I just realized it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm, like, energized now, though. But I'm probably going to get off here and be so exhausted from crying so much. And now I have to relive all of this because I have to edit them. And I'm going to stop talking. It's over, y'all. It's over, but it was a hell of a freaking ride. Thank you so much for joining me on this season 4 journey. If you've been here since the beginning, thank you for joining me for this series journey. Absolutely love this show. We'll be 100% rewatching it in its entirety through. This is going to be one of those shows that I have on in the background just playing when I'm doing whatever as a comfort. I loved it. I hope that we get a spin-off. Maybe something, a movie would be cool. I don't know. If not, I'm okay with that. But if so, I'm totally here for it. I love all of you Wildcats. And until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.